Hi guys, I am live. So let me just share the screen so that you can see. Hmm. I'm just sharing the link. So since morning, I am stuck into this bloody Amazon. It tested 34 EMA and it's trying to bounce. I'm still holding my heavy positions of 190 calls for next week. In between, I have SMCI, which is doing really good, cleared. I have 830 calls, 850 calls. Uh, they're trying to cover my Amazon mess, and they're doing pretty fine for next week. Uh, in terms of charts, I think once we clear 866 and today's closing, this piece on SMCI is a big bullish engulfing candle. And this engulfing candle uh, is showing some solid strength. So 866 is a number. If we can have a close above this 866, we should see 975 pretty soon. For AMD, I mentioned that it should hold 158. Uh, it's trying to hold 158 on the daily cycles. It's making dodges, dodges, and dodges. And finally, if we can clear 162, right now the 12 and 34 EMA converged very tightly together. If tomorrow we see a massive breakout in AMD, all of a sudden I will not be surprised. So keep an eye on AMD. It's getting ready. It's getting ready. Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy. It's definitely getting ready. Uh, a firm, yesterday I was out. I mentioned a firm about 38 month target. It hit 38.76, which is 61.8 Fibonacci, and now it's back around 34. 34 is a good area. It almost filled the gap. The momentum is changing positive on what you call a firm. It's looking really solid to me. Uh, is high Gangong, high mid. Yes, I got lunch break, so I thought let me just use 15-20 minutes and do a live. Uh, so I think 34, hi Shri, 34 is a good area for it to run, hold. So keep an eye on the firm. Apple, I mentioned that if market starts to weak, Apple should start. Right now, Apple is at the top of the channel, and it's extremely like big move has happened in the last, like from 193 above it almost hit $30, which is a very big amount of money uh, in a stock like Apple. That's like 300 to $400 billion move. Now, keeping that into mind, I think a small pullback towards 209 is not bad. It will allow the 12 EMAs to catch up and should base around this. Microsoft, my target was 440. It hit that 440 area, which is the moment 431 was clear. 430, 440. I think now it's ready for 452. Unless we break below 440, Microsoft is all right. Let's talk about ES. So ES, initially, when we were trying to break out, I mentioned that above 5320, 5500. So we are progressing towards that. Slowly but surely, we'll be moving into that side. The stop loss right now is around 53.95 area. 53.95 area is a good solid support area. Today, if we have an inside day, I will not be surprised. So keep your expectations tidy that yes, if 5390 comes, market is in a very solid positive momentum, there's a good chance to add some positions here. In between, SMCI is making new highs. My positions in SMCI looking really good. It's 873. I have 850 calls and they're doing all right. I am, I don't know why Amazon is stuck up, but hopefully it should move. Tesla had a big move overnight and then it gave back almost everything. Like 190 was the area which I mentioned. It tested 190 for one given moment and then bang, kind of a fake breakdown. Tonight we have a meeting conference at 4 p.m. ET. Once that is clear, I think it will have moved. Like you can clearly see, once we clear 190, it's an open sky for Tesla. The momentum is solid, but we need to clear 190. If 190 is not done, then we might struggle on Tesla. Netflix after good solid moves is consolidating and it's like it needs to close above 655. If it does, the new 678 target is open. 665 is your area. Netflix does move really heavy on weekend, like Fridays, like closing weeks. So keep an eye on Netflix. It's a bullish engulfing one more time. It's constantly holding 12 EMA, which is a very positive sign. And when you have something like this, small lotto, maybe of 670 calls, 660 calls, is it good enough? But this body is totally engulfed, covered by today's body. And they are testing this dark green line, which is a 12 EMA. Let me just check if anybody has any questions on my Telegram channel. Guys, if anybody have any questions, give me an idea. I will try to answer that. Uh, like for me, AMD is getting ready. Let's check if AMD has any kind of positive or negative flow. AMD, and this is the black box which I used. You see, for almost an hour now, it's consolidating in a very tight range. When you have something like this, either it's going to break out or break down. All the chip stocks outside of AMD have moved substantially. So now there's a very high possibility that it may do a catch up. And when it runs, it runs. Let's see if we have anything above 1 million. There's 210 call and 155 put, block, sweep. There's a call of 8,600 lots between. This is the calendar spread. Looks good. Not bad. Today we have Adobe's results. Adobe, we have a position from Adobe. Yesterday I added that ADVE. It's on a longer term horizon, similar to Salesforce. Uh, it has to show revenue from artificial intelligence. If it does not, then it will fall like Salesforce. But at this moment, I think enough negativity has been dealt with from Adobe. It is trading almost 30% from the top into this year. So very high possibility it may do, if something comes out positive, because there's very low expectation on Adobe, it will run like anything. There's a gap around here from 560 to The high here is 523. So around 50-point gap. I think 520 will be easily cleared. Okay. CRM, AMD, Uday, I just checked AMD. AMD looks fine. Dodgies at the end of the day. So I think it's finally getting ready. It's multiple dodgy. It just needs to cross 162, and once it does 172, it may happen tomorrow. CRM, and guys, if you have any questions, please feel free. CRM tried to do a back test of the 12 EMA, did, and coming down at 230.31. I think a good support for like CRM right now is not 230. It may find some base around 222 to 225 area. So keep an eye on that. Or if it holds 231 on the closing basis, then it's good. That's what CRM. Zscaler. Zscaler is an evening star. You can clearly see from here, it went to the top of 190, met 100% Fibonacci, and then it did a evening star. Evening star possibility was below 185. Now it's trading at 182, 178 may be the target here. And I do not use the 50 SMA, so I'll not be able to answer that. And what more we got? NVIDIA. NVIDIA I'm not picking up because NVIDIA is so much powerful right now. Like, I really don't know. And we have 195.95. I don't know who traded that zone. My chart has to be like fixed for NVIDIA. But if you see, like, if you follow DMIs, they're solid. The volume is declining. The TTM squeeze is a little declining. Kind of saying that yes, it's good to book profits here, not to make a new long. And Apple is definitely going towards 2.9 to 10. So keep an eye on that. And that's it. SMCI is 880. Wow, SMCI is doing really, really good to me, covering my all bloody losses from Amazon. My calls are doing really good now. All right, guys. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. Otherwise, I am going to close this live session. Let me know. Like you need to, Nishan, you need to get out of, like I've stopped trading BA. Similarly, you need to stop trading PayPal. Let me just check anybody on Twitter. If you have any questions, no. I'm still holding Amazon. Yes, Amazon. I am still holding because now my SMCI is much better than my Amazon loss. So I'm holding Amazon. Amazon in any cases for next week. Hopefully it will recover very quickly and does it move, which is required from it. It has back tested both the 12 and 34 EMA. I just need a close above 34 EMA, which gives me a sign that yes, it has done it what is required. It's a recoil. Now it should move from here. That's why I'm holding my position. All right, I don't see anybody with any questions. So thanks for joining in. All righty. Bye bye. Take care.